This time, let's do addition and subtraction of scientific notations. I have 5 examples here for you. Let's answer the first one. Here we have 3 times 10 raised to 4 plus 5 times 10 raised to 4. So one thing you need to remember about addition or in addition and subtraction of scientific notation is that this part of the scientific notation should be identical. They should be this. They should have the same exponent. Of course, the 10 will always be there, but the exponent should be the same. So here, they are both 10 raised to 4. So once you see that they are the same, you can just simply perform the addition to 3 and 5. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, right? And then you simply copy 10 raised to 4, okay? So let's do another example. Here we have subtraction, and again, that's one thing you need to check first. That part of the scientific notation, they should be the same or equal, identical. So now we can perform subtraction. That's 9 minus 5, which is equal to 4 times 10 raised to 3. So the 10 raised to 3, we will not be doing anything there. We will just copy that. Now, sometimes that part of the scientific notation, when you perform addition, they're not the same, like in this case. So you have 10 raised to 5 and then 10 raised to 3. So what I usually do here is I pick the one with a smaller exponent, and we need to do some adjustment to that. So meaning, this is 3 and this is 5. That 3, I want to make it 5. And how are we going to do that? We simply add 2 to that. So, but once we do that, we need to do some adjustment for this 3. Now remember, the decimal point of that is right here, okay? So we will add 2 is if we will move the decimal point twice to the left side. So imagine it's like in standard form, when you move the decimal point to the left, you are adding a positive exponent, right? So basically that's the same idea here. The decimal point is right here. We need to move that twice. Why twice again? Because we need to add 2 to the exponent. So now it will become this. Okay, so 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. When we move the decimal point to the left side, the decimal point is going to be here. So we simply put 0 there or write 0. So now we have 0.03 times 10 raised to 5. Okay, so now they have the same 10 raised to 5. We can perform the addition. So 4 plus 0.03, that's easy. The answer is going to be 4.03 times 10 raised to 5. All right, let's go to the second to the last example. Again, we have a negative 2 and a negative 3. They are not the same. And then, like what I said, what I usually pick is the one with the lesser value. And yes, negative 3 is less than negative 2. So I want that negative 3 to be what? Negative 2. And how are we going to do that? We simply add 1 to that. So when we add 1 to negative 3, we need to move the decimal point to the left side. Okay? So now it will become 0.2 times 10 raised to negative 2. So negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. And then once you move the decimal point to the left, it's going to be 0.2. So meaning we can perform the operation now because they have the same 10 raised to negative 2. So 8 minus 0.02 is equivalent to 7.8 times 10 raised to negative 2. All right, let's go to the last example. Here we have 4 times 10 raised to negative 7 plus 3 times 10 raised to negative 5. So you need to pick, look at the exponent, which one has a lesser value, and that's negative 7. We want to make that negative 5 be equal to negative 5, so that means we will add 2 to that, because negative 7 plus 2 is equal to negative 5. Once you do that, you need to make some adjustment with a 4. Since we added 2 there, we need to move the decimal point twice to the left side. So now it will become 0.04 times 10 raised to negative 5 plus 3 times 10 raised to negative 5. Now since the 10 raised to negative 5 is the same on both sides, now we can simply add them. So that's 3.04 times 10 raised to negative 5.